So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about 2 new vocab words, and we will put them up on the board tomorrow. Pythagorean triple is a set of 3 positive integers, a, b, and c, that satisfy the equation a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Does anybody know what the most common Pythagorean triple is? Where they are positive integers, so no fractions, no decimals, that satisfy a squared plus b squared equals c squared. 3 is one of them. So, I have a pen in my pocket. Okay. So we know Pythagorean triple, we've got a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So I'm going to try to think of the smallest numbers it could possibly be. And this is something you should memorize. 3, 4, 5 is the smallest integer positive Pythagorean triples. Okay, Pythagorean theorem is a right triangle. The square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the legs. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Who wants me to prove the Pythagorean theorem? Anybody? If you really want to see the proof, because there's a proof next, you will not have proofs on your tests and quizzes, but I can prove this for you if you want. If you would like to see it at some point, I do have the answers, but I really don't want to waste our time me going through the proof if nobody is like dying to see it. Okay, I can show it to you if you want to see it. Let's do some practice of Pythagorean theorem, which is what you will actually have to do on tests and quizzes. Okay, let's look at A. Most important part. I know all of these things are going to be a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Here's my question. Does it matter which leg is A and which one's B? No. What is the only part that matters? Which one you label? C. C is always what? The hypotenuse. How do you know where the hypotenuse is? It's always across from what angle? Your largest angle, which is always 90 degrees, because you cannot do the Pythagorean theorem with a non-right triangle. So, this side right here, that's it. Now we just simply set it up. 8 squared plus 7 squared equals c squared. 8 times 8 is 64. 7 times 7 is 49. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 10, 11. 113 equals c squared. So what do we have to do to get c by itself? Square root. First of all, we have to check Miss Murphy's arithmetic because she's very good at multiplying and not so good at adding. Yes, I'm right. Okay. We're going to square root both sides. Here's the issue. I don't necessarily want the decimal. Everybody should be able to tell me what the decimal this is. You just put it in your calculator. But let's try our simplifying techniques. What's the biggest perfect square that might go into 113? No. I want to know what the biggest number. So perfect squares are like 36, 49, 64. 100 is the biggest. Does it go in there evenly? No. Okay, what's the next biggest? 81, right? Doesn't go in there. Okay, let's try 64. Doesn't go in there. Let's try what comes next. 49. Doesn't go in there. Let's try 36. Nope. Let's try 25. Nope. Let's try 16. Okay. Let's try 9. Nope. All right, let's try, what else is there? 4. None of them go in there. You know what that means? To simplify, 113, the square root of 113 is just 113. That's as simplified as it goes. Okay. Let's look at B. I don't think we need to do all 6 of these, but I do want to do at least 3. So let's look at B and C, and then we'll be done with example 2. Okay. Most important thing. What side is C? Is it the unknown? Is it 21 or is it 24? 24 equals C. So I'm going to say a squared plus 21 squared equals 24 squared. All right, so I've got 21 squared is 441 plus 441. 24 squared is 576. I'm going to subtract 441 from both sides. I get a squared equals 135, and then I've got a square root. Okay, let's try to simplify that square root. Let's see. The biggest thing that could go in there is 121. Doesn't go evenly. Next biggest is 100. Doesn't go evenly. Next biggest is 81. Doesn't go evenly. Next biggest is 64. Doesn't go evenly. Next biggest is 49. Doesn't go evenly. Next biggest is 64. Doesn't go evenly. Next biggest is 49. Doesn't go evenly. Next biggest is 36. Doesn't go evenly. Next biggest is 25. Doesn't go evenly. Next biggest is 16. Doesn't go evenly. Next biggest is 9. Goes evenly. 9 and 15. What's the square root of 9?
3.
3 square root 15 is my answer. All right. Do we need to do one more Pythagorean theorem or you get the point? Okay. Let's find the area of these things. All right. We've got to find the area. The answer was 3 square root 15. Okay. Got my triangle. I want to find the area of the triangle. So what things do I need in order to find the area of the triangle? What's the formula for area, first of all?
Base times height.
1/2 base times height. Do I have the base?
No.
Do I have the height?
Yes.
So I've got to find the base. How am I going to find the base? Using what? Pythagorean theorem. What is C? So I've got a squared plus 13 squared equals 20 squared. Yes?
Isn't that what you make 13a and solve the
Nope. So I get a squared plus 169 equals 400. I'm going to take 400 minus 169. And I get 231. Now I'm going to square root both sides, so this is the fun part. 231. What's the biggest that can go in here?
225.
What'd you say? 225. Doesn't go in evenly. What's the next biggest one? 169? 196? Doesn't go in evenly. What's the next biggest one? 169? Doesn't go in evenly. 144? Nope. 121? Nope. 100? Nope.
81.
Nope.
64.
Nope.
49.
Nope.
36.
Nope.
25.
Nope.
16.
Nope.
9.
Nope.
4.
Nope. And 2 won't go in there. All right. So this is easy. Square root of 231. Okay. Do I need to do B? What am I oh, I'm not finished. So I've got 1/2 times square root of 231 times 13. So let's put that on our calculator. 0.5 parentheses, second x squared gives me my square root button. 231 end parentheses, parentheses, 13 end parentheses. I get 98.79. That is a 13.
Where'd you get 13?
The height.
Oh.
98.79 is my area. If it says round to the nearest tenth, it would be 98.8. Because it says in the directions, round to the nearest tenth. Okay, part B, do we need to do? I would do it the exact same way, except I know what the base is. What am I missing? The height. Same thing. Let's look at example 4, our Pythagorean triple, and then we'll be done. Okay, you know that 3, 4, 5 forms a right triangle. We want to check if the other things are Pythagorean triples. So we're going to go 6 squared plus 8 squared, does that equal 10 squared? So 6 times 6 is 36, plus 64 equals 100. So does 36 plus 64 equal 100? It does. Yes, it is a triple. Okay, let's try the next one. 30 squared plus 40 squared, does that equal 50 squared? So I'm going to say, okay, 30 squared plus 40 squared gives me 2,500. Does 50 squared give me the same thing? Yes. That's a Pythagorean triple. Okay. 3/7 squared plus 4/7 squared, does that equal 5/7 squared? So yeah, exactly. You square the top and the bottom. So it'd be 9/49 plus 16/49. Does that equal 25/49? 16 plus 9 is 25. So 25/49 equals 25/49. Okay, let's look at these 3 examples we have. What do these 3 examples have in common? Okay, if we're thinking about 3, 4, 5, do they all reduce to 3, 4, 5? Let's look at it. We're looking at 3, 4, 5 and see if we can see, what did I do to 3, 4, 5 to get 6, 8, 10? I times it by 2. What did I do to 3, 4, 5 to get 30, 40, 50? What did I do to 3, 4, 5 to get 3/7, 4/7, 5/7? Divided by 7. So if they are factors or multiples of 3, 4, 5, then it is a Pythagorean triple. So if you see 3 numbers and want to figure out if it is a 3, 4, 5 triangle, you could simply look at it and be like, did I times it or divide it by 3, 4, or 5? Did I times them all by the same thing or divide them all by the same thing? Or you could actually do the square root. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with the notes. You need to get out your writing